All right. So I hope everyone shared your details in the chat box. If missed out, please provide your details, your phone number, your email address. Okay. So that I can forward you the recordings as well as will update you over WhatsApp. All right. So I hope everyone here is. So you people, if you are looking for MSBI or any Power BI, please ping your details so that I can guide you for a other link. Okay. So this is completely a course for data factory. This is completely for course for Azure Data Engineering. Okay. So this is completely called Azure BI course. So you may have a designation with the data factory developer, the ETL developer, okay, or Azure BI developer, or a cloud developer. So any designation you might get, but the role is you need to work in data factory only. Azure is a very big subject. Okay. In that, we are going to discuss about few of the services, few of the components under Azure. The one major component is data factory, which having lots of opportunities, a ETL tool. So why it is more using this ADF nowadays, the company, I'll tell you, I'll confirm you that this session. So today we'll discuss about some basic topics, okay? And then in coming session, I'll give you completely practical session. If I directly start data factory, if I directly start creating a pipelines by creating activities, so you'll get somewhat difficult. I know there are some people are here from non-technical background. So this course is for technical as well as non-technical. You can move it. Okay, already the experience are there who is working in some ETL tools. For them also, they can easily jump into this tool. Okay, if you want to migrate to the cloud, you can migrate. Nowadays, all the companies are migrating towards the clouds. Because of why reason that I'll tell you. So before going to that, first we'll understand some basic things. What is on-premises? Okay, what is the cloud? And what is the Azure? Anyone know what is Azure? What is Azure, or who is launched this Azure, or from which company it is this Azure is? Anyone know?
Microsoft.
Microsoft. And what is Azure?
Cloud platform.
Cloud platform. What are the different cloud providers in the market currently? And more important part is you need to know what is the BI and its process. Anyone know what is BI? What we do in BI? So we are know there are many tools in the market. If you observe, there are many tools related to BI. So BI tools like if you observe Power BI, SSRS, some SSIS, some MSBI tool is there, or SSCS tool is there, Informatica is there. and some Tableau tool is there. Tab tools are there, Cognos are there, and other tools are there, ETL tools, ClickView. Or now one of the cloud tool is Data Factory. So what these all tools will do? This we call as BA tools. You are not doing any coding. You are not doing any other development. Only you are going to develop inside these tools. These are the tools. You are not developing any software. You are working which is develop the software. I mean, which is already developed. On the top of that, you are working it. So you are not going to develop anything. You are going to develop inside this tool. These are the different tools in the market. These are the different tools in the market. Why we are the different tools are different purpose. This is for only reporting, high visualizations. This is also reporting, and this is something called ETL. This is something called ETL. This is something called maintenance and ETL, as well as databases. ETL reporting. Okay, this is completely for ETL, cloud-based. So more important here is what we are doing inside this tools. What is the process? What is the BI process? As we are going to get the business technical BI developer, senior developer, ADF developer, ETL developer, business analyst, business intelligence, data analyst, data engineer. These are many designations. If you see, go for Capgemini, they'll give you consultant. If you have 3 years also, they'll give consultant. Same thing, if you go for Accenture, they'll give you developer. If you go 4+ years, they'll give senior developer. So designation may be changes based on the company to company. We need to only focus on our role, our main process. There are many tools in the market. Why we are looking for the ADF? Yes, definitely there is a one cloud is there. That means it is nowadays it is booming cloud. We are going for cloud. But what features that we have, what features and what other things that we have in this data factory, which is not have in these other tools, which cannot be done in other tools. And moreover is, what is BI process? What is BI? Anyone know? Definitely you people are at least gone through some research or something that before coming to this session, or somebody suggested that you have to go for data factory because it is a more popular tool and more requirement for job opportunity. Definitely it is more opportunity, there is no doubt. In this tool, I'll give you more opportunities, more job market. Now you have more job market, further many things that you're going to get. But before going to that, first we need to understand what is BI process. If you understand, if you clearly understood this process, BI process, you can play with any of the tools in your further career. Why people are moving for Power BI to other tools? Why people are moving these other tools to other cloud tools? So any tool you take, we are going to play with BI. We are going to play with business intelligence process. But what actually they do, what we actually do in this process, that we have to know, we have to figure out these things. Okay. So anyone know what is BI process, what we do in BI process? How it helps to the company, how it helps to the business? Anyone know?
Yes, Vinay, it's a
To
business
analyze the
system
data.
for creating reports, generating the
Okay, for generating the reports.
To analyze the data.
Analyze the data. Okay. Another point, analyze the data, generating the report. Yes, definitely. There are some points. Analysis, generating the reports.
Analyze the data and generate the reports and provide the important decisions to take some decision making.
Decisions making. So main important is decision making or decision taking. So main important part here is how you're going to take a decision. How you saying as okay, analysis, you are providing the reports. Based on the reports, they will do analysis, then take a decisions on the business. So wherever the business starts, any company start, we require BI developers. That is for mandatory for any company. That is what we have lot of opportunity on BI. Every day we have lot of opportunity on BI. There is no doubt. It is evergreen for this process. If you take Java, other platforms, it takes every day it comes as a new. Every day you have to go many things, but our BI same process. But the tools are getting a new features, new updates. So main important is any company they start, definitely they require BI developer. Before that, what actually BI developer will help to the business? Yes, definitely there is analysis. Before analysis, they get a report, because these people are from business background. They are from MBA background. They are from other different businesses background. They'll invest the amount. They'll invest the money, and they start a business. So to analyze the data, they require reports. To analyze the data, they require reports. Who will provide the reports? You are saying, okay, reports, that is 1 point valid. Analysis, that is 1 point valid. To take a business, finally, we need to take a business decisions. That is valid. But how you are generating the report? Who is providing the data? Who is providing the data?
Business only provide the data.
Who is providing the data? Business.
Users or clients who are doing the business.
Okay, users or clients, but that data may be a different form. It may be a structured format. It may be a semi-structured format. It may be unstructured format. Guys, today's session is just is about the BA process. Don't worry. Let's understand first. Then I'll take you practical. If you understand this one, it will be easy for you. Data factory. The purpose of data factory, what is it? I'm explaining you now. Okay. Yes. Who is providing the data? User, clients, whatever the format may be. Okay. That data, who is going to handle? That is the point.
ETL developer.
ETL developer. Here we require our role. Here is our role will start. Managing, cleaning. Okay. Our part is cleaning, maintaining. Okay. And what is else? Storing, storages. Then proper data we need to pass. Proper data we need to maintain. Then only our report developers come into the picture. This report developer will develop the report. That report will be shared to the business team. Then they will do analysis and then take a decision. It's all about taking the decisions. To take the decisions, we require data. We require proper reports. And if you don't have data on time, this report developer is no use. If you don't give proper data, you don't take all the maintenance, storages, cleaning, managing in through data factory, you're doing it. So in the data factory, let me show you some basic picture you can understand. So what we are doing, we are getting the different sources of data. We are getting different sources of data. Now, what is the data factory? Our ETL tool. This data factory is going to extract the data from the different databases, from the different files, different apps. Nowadays, we cannot restrict the data. Your data is coming from apps, your data is coming from live, your data is coming from servers, your data is coming from files. Anywhere the data is coming. So that huge volume of data you are maintaining with this tool. There's a beautiful tool here is whatever the data is there. Earlier, our tools was managing only structured data. That is the files. Nowadays, you are managing by this tool any format of data, any format of data. It may be structure, it may be semi-structure, it may be a Facebook data, it may be a Twitter data. Any data we are managing nowadays by using the data factory ETL tool. So earlier, when you want to manage this data, you have to pay for third-party company to get the extensions. But nowadays, all the features are available in this tool. All the features are available in this tool. So once you extract the data, your role will start from here. Our role will start as a ETL developer, our role will start here. Going to extract, manage, remove the unwanted data which is not required, cleaning the data. Then finally, wherever you want, you can load it. You want data warehouse, use this data warehouse. You want database, store the database. You want Synapse, you can load it. Once the data is available, then these people will come into the picture. I'm not saying only Power BI, any reporting tool, SSRS, Cognos, Tableau, whatever reporting tool. Now they can present the data in any formats. Then business will take decisions what to do, whether my products are getting sold, whether my this one is getting sold. This is we call as process, BI process. So let's take a basic example. So this will picture we're going to do the practical. Don't worry, I'll show you practical how to do this picture. Okay, let's take a basic example. Let's support this is my application. This is my DMart. Let's take an example for DMart. Okay, I invested a lot of money. I invested money here. Okay, as a customer, what I'll do, I'll visit to the store. Customer, what will do? Customer, they'll visit to the store and they'll purchase some products. Okay, so they'll purchase some products. The product may be anything. So when you do the billing, there is some application billing which is developed in some Java data. That is not our part. They will purchase. The moment they purchase, the quantity will capture, discount amount will capture, the price will capture, the products details will capture, all the details will capture. This all information is storing in their one live database. The all data is storing in the live database. Here we are calling as live DB or live storages, or we call as OLDB. Company maybe use files to store the data, TSP, TXT, whatever. Companies have good budgets, they can take the databases. It may be a SQL database, it will be MySQL, it may be Oracle, anything. Or it may be if they have a good budget and they can go for cloud storages, blob storage, data lake storage, SQL storage, Azure SQL storage, or other file shares. Company, they're based on the budget. But our work is what these people they're asking business team or user, they want to see my business is going up. I'm going the business revenue and profit or not. These people are required, the details. So my store, when I start in the morning 9 a.m. and it's going to close at 10 p.m. Till that I cannot do any query, I cannot do any operations in this database because the transactions are going on. Then how we are going to provide these people the report? They're asking me the reports. They want the report to be analyzed. These people only analyze on based on the high level of reporting. That means they never see customer which what product it is purchased, what it done. They'll always see revenue wise details or weekly or monthly or daily revenue are generated. So this based on this, they take a decisions. They don't know what is happening in background. They never know. They only know about the reporting part. They they'll see the graph, they'll see the picture, they'll check in the mobiles. Based on that, they'll take a decision. They don't know what is happening here. So this is we call BA process. Till you deliver the report, you are the responsible. That is what we call as BA developers. Why we call business intelligence developer. We may work on this part, we may work on this part, or we may work on this part. If you are going for data factory, you don't require reporting tools. If you're going for reporting, you need to make sure that you have knowledge on all this part. Because when the data is not available, what you people are going to do, these developers? This is also one-time development. Every day you have to refresh, but every day the challenges will come for data factory developers. Every day you need to develop. Every day you need to do changes. In case fail, you have to rectify. You have to solve it. That is what they are paying lakhs of salary for these developers. If you keep a resume, sample resume, and try and test it, nowadays cloud also it is getting famous, and in that we have a tool called data factory, ETL tool. So these people are requesting for reports. These people are requesting for reports. They want to see the analysis. Earlier, what they are doing, they have a SQL developers. They will write a SQL query from product table, whatever the output comes in here, that they'll design in the Excel sheet. They'll do some graph, and they'll design and they'll share it. Nowadays, we have a lot of reporting tools. Even if you give non-technical person also can easily develop in the tool, drag and drop feature. So what they are doing it, they are connecting here as reporting. They are maintaining a separate reporting team who may be a Power BI developer, it may be a SSRS, it may be other reporting tool. But who is going to provide this data to this team? Yes, you are saying as report developer is a separate team, but who is going to provide the data? Now we are going to come into the picture here. Our role will start from here, BA process. So first is we're going to connect our ETL tool. We're going to extract wherever the data is, where the data is in the file, data in the databases, data in the cloud, data in the on-premises, wherever it is. We are going to come in the picture now. Data factory developers, that is ETL developers. So now with this tool, I'm going to extract and I'm going to load in one database. The database may be, it may be data warehouse, it may be. It is based on your company architecture. Whatever they said, we need to design it. Whatever they explain, we need to design it. So every day, once the day's course, store is closed, we need to start with 1 hour buffer time, or we need to start at 12, or we need to start early morning 3 or 4 a.m. It is something called scheduled work. This is also scheduled. You don't need to every day you have to do. Every day, 3 o'clock, it will extract the data, it will load the data, automatically it will clean it, it will process it, unwanted data it will remove, and daily basis data will go. This is a complete daily basis data. Once we have a data, then definitely this reporting tool, they can connect, they can write a query. Instead of this query, they'll put it that query over here. They can extract the data. The same thing happening over here. So once you have a data, once our data factory developers are load the data, which extract, which clean, and which manage, then only this picture will come. They'll extract the data, whether it's my data warehouse, it may be database, or it may be files. So this is completely structured data. These people only work on structured data, but we have a challenges here. The data may come files, the data may come database. These are all combining the data and maintaining in one storage account. That is a challenging part. For that, they are paying you lakhs of salary. So here is the challenging part. So wherever it is there, you're going to combine and you are loading in a centralized table, centralized database, centralized data warehouse. Wherever the data is there, what you are doing it, wherever the data is there, you are extracting it, you're combining it, all the data you are combining it, and you are loading the data. So you take a lake, if you observe, if you understand the lake water, so that lake water, from what we do, the lake water, we use that lake water. That means lake you can consider as data. Once your data is there in the lake, you can use wherever you want. You can use in agriculture that water, you can use for your home purpose, you can use that lake water in the business. That is what we are doing, the same thing. Just consider this water, this data is like water. And this is storage is like lake. And once the data is there in the lake, you can use for your business purpose. You can use here, you can use for other purpose, you can use for other purpose. The same data, you can store in the summarized format. You can store in summarized. Again, you have to load the data here to store it. Again, you need to connect ETL. Here also you require data factory developer, ADF. To store the data in summarized format, summarized calculated format. We require this one. Summarize means you no need to get the data from their database. Directly you can get from here. Some company like JP Morgan's, Wells Fargo, Henkel, those company maintain the dimensions, cubes for quick reporting. They create some cube databases to store multi-dimensional format, to analyze the data different angles. They store database. Again, to store here also we require data factory developers. And they can get the data from this cube as well, wherever they want. Some company, they maintain the data marts. Data marts means they have a specific chunks of databases. This is specifically, here we have loading all department data. Okay, all department data. But here we are maintaining HR department separately, IT department separately. But again, you have to get the data processed from data warehouse only. Again, we require ETL developer, data factory developer. So this is whatever you're doing it, this is completely a on-premises based. This is completely you're doing in on-premises. On-premises you are doing it currently now. The same setup, we are going in the cloud. The same thing we are going in the cloud. So this is something we call as BA end-to-end process. BA end-to-end process. If you know, that is what we have. If you see MSBI developers, why specifically they are giving MSBI developers? If you observe earlier, there was many craze for these developers, because the people are no SSIS, the people are no SSRS, the people are no SSAS, because we're going to learn 3 tools inside this one. That is what they have more requirements, more. If you know MSBI developer, then definitely the people know, okay, that person can work in SSIS, that ETL tool, that person can work in the reporting tool, that person can work in analysis. Whatever the project is there, I can, if I hire this person, I can fill that in any of the project. The same thing, our course is also same process. We are going to learn about different services, different process. Not only in data factory we are focusing it, also we are focusing other part like data lake, Azure SQL, SSIS, Databricks, data factory. Many things we are going to discuss under this course. All right. So nowadays, on-premises means you are physically maintaining the system. Physically, you are maintaining the servers. Physically, you require ETL tool. In on-premises, we are using SSIS. On-premises, we require SQL Server software. Setup file is required. Databases are required. Storages are physically need to maintain. For 3 months or 4 months of project, can I purchase all the softwares? Can I purchase operating system, which is cost very high? Can I purchase the systems, or can I get the infrastructure first of all? Infrastructure means place where can I set up all the physical systems, physical storages. I require separate developers, separate ID team, separate security team, separate developers. So I cannot do for a small projects, for a small budget. Nowadays, whatever the budget is there, they are going for a cloud. Cloud is more important. So this is started last 3 to 4 years back. But again, that due to COVID, nobody is going to office and everything, the infrastructure is getting failed. That is what all companies are moving towards the cloud. If you ask any company, they are started to move the cloud because of everyone want to work from home. Very rarely some team are working from office. If you see in Hyderabad also, like if they have a campus, until unless you have a campus, no company is working from home. If they have a campus, only for freshers. Most people are working from home. The reason of that, after pandemic, most or all companies are moving to the clouds. So more important is they are going to get all the features in the cloud. Okay, if they want in cloud, what Microsoft suggested is instead of going on premises, they given the store name called Azure, the store name. They said has our store is ready. If you want whatever the software you want, come to our store. You want machines, we'll provide machines. You want storages, we'll provide storages. You want ETL tools, we'll provide ETL tools. You want data warehouse, we provide best data warehouse. You want summarized database, we'll provide summarized database. Whatever you want machine, you can take it. And you no need to pay for a license. You no need to pay anything for that. You just pay how much you are using it. That is a subscription called pay as you go. So how much you are paying? If your machine is getting started morning and it is getting shut down in the evening, just pay that amount. But in our company level, machine, even though shut down or whether you do whatever, you have to pay that complete amount to the specific provider. If you purchase a cost, if you purchase a storage account, you have to bear it. Today you got a 200 GB of disk, 200 GB of disk, let's suppose, in on premises. Tomorrow you are getting, customers are getting increased. My disks are getting high. Transactions are getting high. I want to increase more 200 GB. So that is not easy method. That is not easy approach. IT team is required. Whether your system will support or not, that is more important. Yeah, even though if I take a hard disk, or even though if I take external disk 200 GB or 500 GB, whether your system architecture will support or not that. Even if it is not supported, we are going to get the lagging. We are going to get degrade the performance. When it is performance degraded, many issues will come. But in cloud, you don't need to worry about it, about architecture. If today's 250, you want to increase more 250, do it, no issues. It automatically scale in and scale down. You want to decrease, you can decrease. You want to increase, you can increase it in cloud. Same data factory, other things are easily we can manage in the cloud. Okay. So the more important part here is definitely we are going to discuss about wherever the data is there, we're going to extract it, we are going to perform, we are going to load and then reporting. Okay. So what are the services that we are going to discuss? The more important here is services. So generally in a cloud, there are categorized into different platforms. If you see in Amazon or Flipkart, if you go to the shopping malls or websites, you will find categorizations, clothing, products, other stuff. Okay. The same way in our portal also, in Azure also, there are some categorizations. Okay. If you go any portal, what you see here, there is a categorizations here, right? Different categorizations. Same way, if you go to the our Azure also, they are giving you three categorizations, three platforms. The platforms here are infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, software as a service. Infrastructure, platform, and software as a service. Based on these categorizations, you're going to develop it. So whatever you are doing it, this is we call as public cloud. Anyone can come and can purchase any kind of products. This is we call as public cloud. The private cloud is something when the company people only can have access. If I'm working for IBM, so I'll be added in my domain. Only that person can access through VPN. You cannot directly access. The person have a rights, the person have a VPN, then only you can connect to this company servers. Only that specific person can connect to that cloud. That is a private cloud. Some companies, what they are doing, they are maintaining the storage because as we know, Microsoft, this Azure is also from US company. End of the day, they're going to have that option. So what generally let's take our DRDO data. What we are doing, our DRDO data, we are maintaining in our on-premises. That is in private level, we are maintaining it. But some features I want like SQL Server, Data Factory to process big data, we are using for that service we are using from cloud. So the combination of some service are using from private, some service are using from cloud is nothing but your hybrid cloud. Hybrid cloud. So some sort of services we are using from private, some sort of services you are using from public. That is nothing but your hybrid. What is that? Hybrid cloud. Okay. So these are the important notes. Understand this one, and we'll see some practical session in tomorrow's class. Okay, this is very, very important. So we'll try to implement this method, how we are going to extract, how we are going to transform. So more important is you need to understand what is, how we are going to process, what is the BI method, why we are going for data factory tools. So I can confirm you what are the different, what is the importance of this, because you have many sources and destinations. Earlier tools are very less sources. You have many approach, different methods that we have in data factory. So this is my portal where you're going to develop your data factory. Okay, this is my data factory where you're going to work. This is my categorizations, different categorizations. AI machines, analytics, compute, containers, database, DevOps. So Azure is very, very big subject. Okay, Azure is very big subject. So under Azure, we are going to discuss about Azure BI model, Azure BI process. Under that, we get some services, some sort of services. So who is going to go for this course, Azure BI? Who people are from ETL background, the people are from database background, the people are DBA background, the people are non-technical background, the people are from some BPO background, the people are from database or managing data, or we call it SMI's background. Okay, who is already working for them. So these people can easily jump, or their company or the other technology they want to move, they can go easily for this BA course, Azure BI course. Under that, there are different services also there, like Azure developer, purely developer, that is like Java, .NET, C#. Those people have other developers, C# and coding part is it. Those people can go for other services. These are other services that we have for them. So again, we have Azure DevOps and admin, some DevOps and some admin part we have who working on access part, some subscription part, some related modules. Okay, here is reporting, right? Here also we got a reporting part who is already working in Power BI or any other tools, any tool. They want to migrate here. Definitely, there is no doubt when you go for any reporting tool, they are required to know basic ETL module. Here also I told you, because if you don't know this module, what you're going to do, if you don't know from where the data is coming, how the data is getting pulled, who is storing the data, who is the responsible for this data, what these people will do when the data is not there. These people will chase you if the data is not refreshed. Again, you need to go and coordinate with this team if you are going for this one. Else, you want only the data factory tool. So these are some topics we are going to describe. Okay, some code merging, many things. So we are going to discuss about this module. In this module, there are some services we have, or some other resources we call, the topics we can call. What are the topics that we are going to discuss? That I'm going to disclose in the tomorrow's class. There are many topics that we have. I'll share you the course content. You can go through the course content. There are many topics along with the data factory topics. In the data factory, you have many topics. Okay, There are many topics that we are data lake analytics, synapse, the data factory, SSIS, and in data factory itself, many topics are there. Submodules, many things are there. Okay, with practical, we'll discuss in tomorrow's class. Okay, any questions, any doubts, guys, so far? So today I was just giving you the overview about this process. In tomorrow's class, I am going to explain you how it really works, this data factory, that we'll discuss in tomorrow's class. Okay.